Just got done. Yeah. Right now it is almost 3 o'clock. And I just got done. Like I told you on a previous video today, I'm just trying to reach my belt. 6693 Priscilla is still in the shop. Waiting for sensors. And also, what the hell else was it? Sensors and something else they're waiting on for the truck. Sensors and a belt, I believe. Something like, yeah, sensors and a belt. A sensor for the water pump and a sensor for something else and a belt. So that's what we're waiting on. I did a video earlier. I got to post it up yet of 6659 Mayran's old truck, the Mack. The 2 1-stack Mack is what I had today. It's getting old. It's getting tired. But you know what? It got the job done, man. So I'm happy about that. I would have did a lot less running. Well, I would have did the same amount of running, but a lot less. I did 3 loads today with 59, whereas in my truck 6693, I would have did it in maybe 2 1/4. That's the difference between new and old. And the problem is, let me tell you what the problem is. I had a subscriber the other day. He asked me about pistons. Pistons are there to compact the load. Pistons are there for the forks. Pistons are there for the arms. Pistons run hot all day because of oil in the piston, okay? They're constantly under pressure. From packing the blade to lifting the heavy containers, they're constantly under pressure. And in my opinion, there is no way to pack a load wrong, okay? When you do the auto pack, it pushes the load back. It stays there for a couple of seconds, then she bounces back, okay? So the thing with that is, that's the way it's made. That's the way McNeilis makes them. I'm sure that's the way Heil makes them. That's what it's supposed to do, okay? It's supposed to pack the load. So in my opinion, there's no such thing as packing a load wrong. The only thing I do different is when I'm getting close to full, I manually pack it. So I don't have any garbage coming over the blade, in front of the blade, so I keep an eye on it in the camera. And then when it gets to like, I really don't have any room left, then you're just wasting your time packing because you got nowhere to put the garbage. You're better off just driving back to the yard, dumping out the load, and coming back out with an empty truck. Makes your life a lot easier. When it comes to that point in time, you're better off just to go in a dump, have an empty truck, come back out and get your stops done. But I answered the subscriber and told him, I said, listen, there's no wrong way to pack the load. That's what it's there for. You got auto pack and manual pack. The whole idea is to pack the load, to get whatever you can on there. You can't get more, go back and dump it out. But I was in 6659 today. Like I said, it's an older truck. It's getting old. The pistons are tired. It doesn't pack as good. And the forks are slow going up. The forks are slow to fold out. Because that's what happens when the truck gets old. The pistons get tired. There's a lot of pistons on the truck. There's 2 for the arms, right? 1 either side. There's pistons for the forks, 1 either side. There's 2 pistons in the body to push the blade, to pack the blade, okay? So it's all got to do with hydraulics. A garbage truck is loaded with hydraulics. So the thing with that is you're always going to be under pressure. They're always going to run hot. You're always going to have a leak. You might have a piston let go. You might have a hose let go, because hose is just like a piston. They're constantly under pressure. And they're going to let go. I don't care what make hose it is. If it's a braided hose, the tailgate pistons, fire truck, thank you very much. You got pistons for the tailgate. So these are things that are constantly under pressure all day long, and they're going to let go. Sooner or later, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have to replace them. You're going to have to take them off. Sometimes you send them out, they repack them. They bring it back, but you're better off sending it out and just getting a new piston because they last a lot longer. And the thing is, when you do one piston, you should do both. You don't do one and not the other, because then they're not pushing evenly when you pack the load. That's the other problem. But, 6659, yeah, it's a good truck. It got the job done. It might take you a little bit longer to get it done, but still, it works. I got the job done. We worked well together, and we got it done. So I just checked with the mechanic. My truck is still in the shop. They did get the sensors. They were delivered. The thing is, he wants to put a gauge or pressure check on the water pump to make sure that's okay before he puts everything back together. So he said he would let me know. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Got 25 people watching right now. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, this is Dan from Riding Along with Dan. Welcome to the show. Yeah, so before he puts the engine back together and the water pump back together, he wants to check it out to make sure that's not part of the problem. Because if that's part of the problem and the computer is telling him water pump, then we're going to have to replace the water pump. And that means she's going to be down for another day. But what are you going to do? Shit's got to get fixed. And like the mechanic said, the head mechanic, you have to put back original. There's no aftermarket when it comes to Peterbilt. You put in aftermarket, first of all, it's not going to last as long, and it's not going to be the exact same part that the truck came with. And then there's another issue, then it won't read the computer right. So he said when you buy the original part, it's better for the truck and it's better for the computer because everything is in sync. So him and I talked for a few minutes. He said he would call me. He said, if I don't call you, put the truck outside. If it's ready to go. If it's not ready to go, I will keep it inside, is what he told me. So, that's what he said. But listen, man, I don't care what you drive, a garbage truck, a tractor trailer, a farm tractor, everything is going to break. It's a machine. It's going to break. Everything has pistons, everything has washers, everything has seals, rubber seals, gaskets. It's going to break because an engine is always under pressure. And my truck now is going on 2 years, 6 months old, right? 2 years, 6 months. And granted, it doesn't have a lot of miles. It's got 45,000 miles, if that. But, shit happens. TJ's truck was at the shop for a while. His truck is brand new. Mayran's truck had a few issues. But, that's the way it is today, man. They don't make them to last. I believe they make them to break so they can make money on parts. Be honest with you. But, yeah. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Even with my pickup truck that I'm driving right now, it's a 3.6 liter V6. Yeah, that's right, guys. I do not have that heavy. But anyway, this was back at Dodge when I bought it brand new for actually 3 to 4 recalls. The first recall was the tailgate could open at any time, which it did. On my way to the dealer, the tailgate opened. I had somebody beeping at me. They rode up alongside me. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He was trying to tell me my tailgate was open. I didn't even know it opened. The only way you know it's open is the camera's on the tailgate. If you put it in reverse, the camera will be facing the ground. That's the only way I would have known. The other thing was a wiring harness could catch fire at any time in this pickup truck. So I had to go back to Dodge and have that taken care of. The other one was the shroud around the engine fan was not properly secured. It happened to me on the way up to Dodge. I started riding on the fan, and all I heard was blah 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 blah. The shroud riding on the fan. It could have broke the fan blade. But you know what? That's the way it goes, man. Oh yeah, the other thing was with my pickup truck, the fuel tank, which I was amazed. The fuel tank, one of the straps let go. And I was getting out of my truck. I don't know what made me kneel down. I said, what the fuck is that? One of the straps let go that's holding the fuel tank to the truck, to the underside of the truck. So I call my friend. He's a big Mopar guy. He knows everything about Mopar, recalls, you name it, he knows it. So he told me, he said, Dan, why use your truck? I said, a 17. He said, there's a recall on that. I said, really? And this was 2 years ago. And I said, I don't know if I'd call them if they would still, cover that warranty. He said, yeah. He said, why wouldn't they? The Dodge recall. So I called up Dodge. I explained the problem. And he said, well, use your truck. What's the problem? I told him the strap broke. And funnily enough, my friend sent me the recall notification for the strap. And they have a piece already made up that they welded to the frame and put the strap back up in that new piece. That's all it was. They had a kit. They already had a kit made up for that part when it broke, because they knew it was going to break. So I got that taken care of, no charge. But you know what? With every new goddamn car, every new truck, tractor, trailer, bus, you name it, there's always going to be issues. Because that's just the way it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would rather have a gas car before I buy that electric piece of crap. Because that's pure fucking bullshit. The biggest thing with me is okay, you have an electric car, right? Now you gotta have somebody, an electrician, install a charging station at your house, right? That's more money. Now when you go on a ride, 300-400 mile ride, you gotta find where these charging stations are before you even hit the road. You gotta find out where they are. So now you're gonna hit a charging station to charge up your electric car, and let's say there's 3 guys waiting. Every one of them is full, occupied. So now you gotta sit there a half hour to wait for him to get done. Now once he's done, you gotta wait a half hour to charge up your hunk of crap. So that's an hour wasted of your day, right? Me, you pull up to a gas pump like everybody else in this world, 5 minutes, you're done. You're out of there. You're filled up, you're ready to go. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. I mean, is it all these yuppie people that want to have electric cars just because they have an electric car? I mean, I don't want an electric car. I really don't. First of all, I like to hear the sound of my engine. Even though it's a V6, I still want to hear the sound of my engine. And yeah, I have to pay for an oil change and service, so what? It's better than what you have to pay for all that nonsense. I mean, the price of the car alone is absolutely ridiculous, what you pay for an electric car. And then not to mention the fact when you go to charge it, wherever it is that you may be, a truck stop, a rest area, you're still going to have to pay to charge it, right? I mean, you're still paying. No matter what, you're still paying. But, people want what they want, so let them get it. You want an electric car, get your electric car. Bend over! Yeah, that's an old one, my friend. I used that many years ago. Bend over. Bend over, bend over, bend over. What is going on, my friend? How you doing today, man? What year is it? It's a 2017 Ram. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm headed to the house right now. It's a pretty long day today. I'm going to go home, have myself a nice cup of coffee, sit down, relax, take a shower, and see what's going on. Maybe see what's on TV. Well, you know what it is, Brandon. You know, new technology is coming out every day on computers, on cars, on trucks. New technology is coming out every day. You can't stop it. So they invented electric cars. So now we have electric cars. And a lot of people like them. A lot of people don't like them. I don't like them for the reasons that I just said. And not to mention the fact that they're expensive. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, would I go anything electric? The only way I would go electric if it was a hybrid, like gas and electric. That's the only way I would do it. But otherwise, I'll stick to my gas. You're never going to get rid of gas. I'm sorry. People say, oh, yeah, by 2035, there'll be no more gas. I said, yeah, you're full of shit. There's always going to be gas. There's always going to be gas. There's always going to be oil. Because you need both. Those environmentalists with their fucking windmills. What do you think turns those windmills, you morons? You got ball bearings and oil to lubricate the ball bearings. Because if they're not lubricated, they're going to catch on fucking fire. I don't know what it is with these people that they don't know this. They don't see this. They just want to save the world. Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bunch of crapola if you ask me. Looks like we have a traffic jam on my street. All right, guys. You guys have a great day and be safe out there this evening. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, in my truck, I hope. But if not, I'll be in 59. Be good, be careful, and be safe out there, guys. I will see you later. All right, guys, later.